Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, hat time. That's right, scents from a hat. And if you clicked on this video, then you know what this list will be. But I don't yet, so let's get into it. Now with any of my scents from a hat video, I have to do this disclaimer because every single time I feel like people don't understand what this is. So first and foremost, this is me poking fun at top 10 lists. At my top 10 lists, at other people's top 10 lists, at the regurgitation of the redundancy of the same fragrances and the same top 10 lists done over and over and over and over and over again. Like the top 10 freshy fragrances for summer, or 10 summer fragrances that are freshies that you need to add to your collection, or 10 fragrances perfect for summer that are fresh. Like, I do it too. Like, trust me, if you look past, you see the same fragrances. I am guilty of the same crime. These videos are my silly little way to poke fun at these silly little top 10 lists. And I actually enjoy top 10 lists. I do. They're a great way. They're a bite-sized way to find a variety of different scents. If you're looking for summer fragrances that are fresh and uplifting, they're a great way to search YouTube or different websites. Sometimes you'll find different articles or different writers on different websites will have like lists of fragrances. Hey, try these are fantastic. They're a fantastic way to find a variety of different scents that maybe you didn't know before. But unfortunately, YouTube is oversaturated with top 10 lists and a lot of people are sick and tired of them. So my idea is to create more of them, but have it be very random and ridiculous. So I have this silly hat that I put silly little adjectives and scenarios in, and I come up with silly little lists. And for some reason, people think that I'm serious. And please don't take this seriously. I take it seriously when I do these videos. So whatever the hat chooses, I do take it seriously when I choose the fragrances, but please, oh please, do not think that I truly take this seriously. But sometimes the videos are very kind of like more what you would expect, like subtle, sexy fragrances to wear the bed. And then other ones are a little bit more ridiculous, like pungent fragrances to pretend you're a wizard running around your house. So let's just get into the list. First, we have our adjectives. And whenever I choose whatever is in here, that gets retired. So it doesn't go back into the hat or the bag. And also, whenever I do these videos, I asked if you guys have your own recommendations that you would like to see in said hat. And I do put them in here. You guys have had some great recommendations. So we're going to choose, and the first is Enticing. So we have Enticing as our descriptive. Hopefully this will be fun. The last time I did this, it was actually like party fragrances for New Year's, and I did this before the New Year's. So I'm hoping this will be something more bizarre and less practical, because I kind of like these to be on the weirder side. These videos don't get very many views, and trust me, I'm not expecting them to. Again, I don't expect people to search for pungent fragrances to wear to the bowling alley, but let's see. Just so you guys think that I'm not like trying to find one. All right, so we are going to, this is perfect. Here we go. This is made for me. Embrace being a crazy cat, lady, man, person. Five fragrances, because I think that there will be too many to do 10. So we're gonna do a top 5 enticing fragrances to embrace being a crazy cat person. Welcome to my life. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I chose 5. I decided, like I said, to choose 5 because sometimes I feel like if I choose 10, I'm reaching too much, and I'd rather choose ones that really fit to the point. And sometimes it's easy to choose ones that fit to the point, and sometimes it's harder, and I don't want to just have this video be long for the sake of being long, you know? So this video is more, it's going to be shorter, still going to be a little bit longer, but I don't want you guys to have to sit through a super long video for me to just regurgitate the same words and have fragrances that kind of are similar. So what was my thought point for choosing enticing fragrances to embrace being a crazy cat person, man, woman, whoever you are, whatever you identify as? And I think it has to do with being kind of like sexy and mysterious and bold with your fragrance choices, but also kind of having that little bit of a feline edge. Now, I can't be sexy to save my life. John will tell you that. he will shout it from the mountaintops. No, it's not in my repertoire, which is totally fine. But I am capable of being ridiculous. But if I want to smell enticing and a little bit feline, in my mind, I think of something kind of mysterious, sexy, and delicious. And I was looking for fragrances that smelled maybe a little bit spicy, but not like super like peppery, or fragrances that were slightly creamy or lactonic. So that's what I was looking for. And I chose 5 fragrances, and I chose a variety of price points. So I chose a few luxury and a few super affordable ones. The first one I chose is from Pacifica, and it's Silver Moon Vanilla Almond Spice. This is part of their Moon Moods line, and this one is really nice. It smells like something delicious. It has a great almond note to it. It sits on the skin really nice, and it's something that has a little bit of a delicious, sexy, enticing, gourmand edge to it. And what I mean by that is there's some fragrances that are gourmand that can smell like playful, they can smell delicious, they can smell youthful, they can smell flirty. And then I think almond to me is one of those gourmand notes that don't so much smell playful, they smell enticing and alluring. And this is done in a way where it's really wearable and it's really easy and effortless, but at the same time there's something about it that's it's really just excellent fragrance. Again, very affordable. You're looking spending about, I think, $22 for this. And it just smells, again, like something that the little bit of spice in there is kind of like come hither, and it's a little bit creamy from the vanilla. And I think that if you're a crazy cat person, man, woman, child, whoever, I think you'll enjoy the little bit of creaminess, the almond, and the spice in here. Would be really nice to embrace your feline overlord. Want something that's a little bit more comforting if you're the introvert that likes to stay at home and smell nice for yourself. If you like to smell a little bit alluring for you, it kind of gives you confidence and empowers you. I'm Home from Guerrilla Perfumes is great. I am way behind on Guerrilla Perfumes since moving to Gainesville. I think a Lush just opened, and because of the pandemic, I haven't stepped foot in the mall in I feel like a year. It's been a very long time. So I am behind on if they've discontinued their fragrances. I don't know, but I'm going to, if this is still available, I will link it. This is one of their fragrances that have been completely blown away by. There's something about this that smells like you've walked into a kitchen and somebody's just been like cooking delicious treats all day, but it's also, there's something about it that's just it's a little sexy. It's a little come here. Like you walk in and your partner has been cooking you delicious baked treats all day. And as you're walking to your partner to kind of give them a little peck and maybe a little bit more, you're tripping over your 8 cats, and that is my life. So this is definitely a window into my life. But it does smell really, really good. It's a wonderful scent to wear every single day. It is on the warmer side. I think it performs a little bit better colder months, but it is something that doesn't get lost or muddy or too heavy if it's on the warmer side of the year. So hotter weather, humid weather, you can still wear this. It's not one of those like heavier, sexier fragrances that's too much or too overpowering or too stuffy to wear like in summer. And I just think that's very sexy, very easy to wear. And again, it's very enticing as the descriptive term that the hat has chosen, that I have to regurgitate every fragrance that I mentioned to you guys. So I have so many cats, and as with any cat owners, you welcome new cats into your life. You have the devastating burden of saying goodbye, but you have the blessing and the honor to have had those little lives in your life for as long as you're blessed to have. And one thing I've noticed with most of my cats, and I will say this with all the love in my heart, aside from the one that we had to say goodbye to last year, is my cats are as dumb as rocks. They are stupid. People say cats are smart. You have not met my cats. My Gigi, who, passed away last year, he had a very rare form of blood cancer. We still miss him. It's still devastating months later. Everybody else, dumb as rocks. So stupid. I don't understand. One of the things my cats do is they eat things cats shouldn't eat. And I'm not talking about like, you know, like they go for their food, we'll give them treats, they'll run past treats and they'll start licking the floor or licking the cabinets after I just clean them. And I'm like, there's no flavor on those cabinets. It's just wood. You've got your treats right there. Literally, you just turn your head down. You put your little nose on the ground. You could eat your treats, and you're licking the cabinets. They're so stupid. One of the things my cats really like to eat is chocolate. I don't know why. I do not let them eat it. I hide it from them, obviously. But if I have like groceries and I'm like putting away my cold things, and there's like a bag of, you know, if I have like, you know, like Christmas time, I had a bunch of chocolate, you know, for my nephews. My cats are like ripping open the bag to get to the chocolate. Yeah, I don't know. So this fragrance was chosen specifically for my cats in mind. And it's actually a really sexy fragrance, a really beautiful fragrance, a fantastic gourmand fragrance. It fits the enticing, sexy, beautiful scent, but specifically chosen for my dumb cats in mind. And it is Pink Champagne Truffle from Panna London. If I have any reviews of these fragrances, I'll link them below. This smells, I love what Panna London does with gourmands. They are such a true to what they represent to be. This literally smells like a bonbon, like a beautiful, like if you bite into kind of like those kind of like really delicious chocolates, and it kind of like you bite through kind of the shell or the ganache and you kind of get that blast of whatever filling it is. If it's like, you know, jam, or if it's like cream filling, or if it's fruit. I love that kind of blast in your nose before you eat it. That sounds really strange, but this smells like just the most delicious, beautiful champagne truffle with a gorgeous, like kind of boozy, beautiful, just raspberry heart. It's gorgeous, really sexy. So this is for my, because it's a really enticing, sexy come hither fragrance. And to embrace being a cat lady, I'm embracing my dumb cats who try to steal my chocolate through bags and bags and bags of groceries. So this is for you guys. This video isn't too long. I'm going to grab the last two. These are the more luxury fragrances, and either one of these could work over the other. These are both really fantastic fragrances. They're really rich, really decadent, kind of more on the lactonic, but kind of more in the background milkiness. One's a little bit more sweet, one's a little bit more, I'd say, smoky. And we have Ivory Root from Xerjoff and Penhaligon's Pythani. I do believe this is discontinued. I do believe you can find this at discount sites, and I've seen people selling and swapping this, so if you have the opportunity to try and track down a bottle of this, please do. It is excellent. But I think this one, if I think of a scent that really describes embracing being a crazy cat person, but you want to be enticing and come hither, and it's more of a shared fragrance, so men, women, or if you prefer to wear fragrances that lean more on the masculine side and more on the feminine side, this smells like a shared fragrance, so it's not going to hurt your sensibilities. You're not going to feel bad if you prefer to wear women's fragrances. It's not going to feel like you're wearing something too masculine, or if you prefer to wear masculine fragrances, it's not going to smell like something that's too feminine. There's just something about Ivory Root that I find to be really beautiful, really classic, but at the same time, there's something really, really sexy and come hither about it. And again, that kind of beautiful milkiness that it has in the background, I find to be perfect to kind of, you know, get that little feline edge in there, because cats love milk. My cats love milk. They try to put their little paws in my cereal. So this is again for them. But Pythani is excellent too. Agarbethy could have also been this, but I find this one to be a little bit more on the sexy side. Agarbethy is more, I find, to be more grounding. This one's more kind of out there. Agarbethy is more grounding. This one's more kind of extroverted. Agarbethy is more introverted in regards to how the fragrance's vibes are. And I know I've been saying vibes a lot in videos. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to describe what I mean when I say that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was silly, and I know I kind of talked a little bit too long, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just silly fun. Please don't take this video seriously. And whenever I do these videos, I do choose from my collection, and I've noticed that sometimes I tend to reach for the same fragrances, so I also try to expand and not choose the same scents that I choose over and over and over again. So if you think that I should have chose something else from my collection, or if you have your own recommendations in regards to scents, sorry, I always I'm getting used to where I wear this, so I feel like I keep hitting it. Anyway, back on track. If you have your own recommendations in regards to what you think would be an enticing fragrance to embrace your cat overlords or to be owned by your cats? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have your own recommendations for what you would like to see in the cat's descriptors or scenarios, let me know below as well. I will also link all my previous Scents from a Hat videos below. Remember, these are silly. These are not serious. Please do not take me seriously when I do these. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!